Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the previous video, we had created some pages for our Google Sites by name of home, contents, assignments and e-content. Now let us customize each and every page as per our own requirement. Let us begin with the contents page. Now first of all, we want to add some topics to be mentioned here. Though we have opened the contents page, now in case we want to add something in this page, we'll click on the insert tab again. We can click on the text box that what contents are to be covered here. For example, we can mention that we talk about introduction to computers. Then another topic that will be worked upon will be input and output devices. Further, we'll discuss about networking. Then we can also mention about working with e-commerce basics and so on. So whatever contents you want to add here, you can do them. We can add them in form of a bulleted list. We can change the text here. For example, the font style can be changed. Like you want to have it as a title, as a heading, as a subheading. Everything can be done. Again, bold can be done, and rest all formatting options as we had done while we were creating the title of our website as basics of computers. Now again, if we have added this text box here, we can drag it little down in case we want to. It is possible. We can move it. Also, we can move this box of contents. Now again, we can add some images. We can embed some content here. And now let's talk about that how can we make use of Drive. Now once we have added different contents on the second page, that is on the contents page, now let's move on to the third page. Suppose we have some predefined assignments made for our students in form of any Google Doc or in form of any Google slide in case of the Drive. So we'll simply click on Drive. It will show us that what all contents have been saved in your Drive. For example, if I open the demo folder from here, right now we don't have any files in this. We can click on the recent files and we can select any particular file. So that will be added here. Now, for example, if I add the demo slide only here, once we select a slide, it will be added here after clicking on insert. So now students will be able to see that yes, some slides have been added on the web on this particular Google site, and we need to see and identify and work upon it. So in case some faculty members have created assignments by typing them on Google Doc, they can be shared here. Or if you want some students to open any kind of spreadsheets or any other video, so for which the assignments have to be given, or any link for any kind of Google form that has been created, all of them can be embedded on this particular page of assignments. Now, next we have created the page of e-content. Again, we can add any content that we want for our students on this page. We can add some videos, we can upload some PDFs, we can add some links, we can add some content from our Google Drive, we can add some videos that we have created ourselves, and also the layout of each and every page can be arranged by these. If you can see the different layouts available to us. So we can have some text here, then we can have some text in this manner. Another layout is this, where we have three different segregated columns where we can work. So these are different predetermined layouts already available, and if you feel that whatever you have been added, you were not intending to do it, simply click on the undo last action, and whatever change you have recently made, it will be undone. So this was about the basics of creating your Google site. The third important aspect that we need to talk about is the themes tab. So by default, the first theme selected was this. We can change the themes. We can select another color. In case we want to work upon some font style, we can select the classic font style or the heavy font style. Also, we have some more options available here. For example, impression, then level, vision, then the diplomat. So we have different fonts formats available, different themes available in which we can work. So this was about creation of a basic Google site and editing the pages of our site that we want to work upon. Now, next, let's talk about that how can we publish the Google site that we have been creating. Once we are ready with the site and we feel that all the contents that we wanted to add have been done here, we can simply click on this preview option once just to have a flavor of how a site will appear. So these are the different pages. We can click on the home page first. We can scroll down as we had added the objective, then an image, then we had added a video link. Then we can click on the contents page. Then we can see that how the assignments page is looking like. We had just added a demo slide. Then we can move on to the e-content page. Also, if we want to add any kind of information in the help desk, for example, if we want to add any email ID or any contact number through which students can connect to us, even that can be mentioned. Now, once we are done with the preview, we can click on this cross with the exit preview button. Once we are done with it, now let us click on this option of publish. Once we click here, first of all, it will ask us for the web address. Now, by default, it will pick up the address with which we had named the Google site. In case you want to change your web address, please be careful and mention any other name with which you want your website to appear. Now, since we are using a free service provided by Google for creating our own Google site, so the default address for our website will be this. It will begin from sites.google.com/view/basics of computers. Now, for now, if we put it just like this, and it will ask us that do we want to request public search engine to display website or not? In case we do not want this website to be displayed, which is not advisable because Google sites are created to be displayed to everyone. But in case you want to keep it restricted only to your classroom for your class students, so don't worry at all. It won't be displayed in public search engine if we can checkmark this particular checkbox. And if we click on publish, so our website is getting published. Now our website has been published. As we can see a message at the bottom that the site has been published and we can view us. So this is the preview of our website, how our site is appearing to be with different tabs available: home, contents, assignments, e-content, and so on. So for now, let me close this tab. Now, once you have published your website, so after you have published it, don't worry in case you feel that the site you have published needs some changes. So we have this option in the drop down menu where it is asking us review changes and publish, or we can also click on the unpublish button. That is, we do not want our website to be in the public domain now. That is, for instance, we were just trying to create a Google site. So don't worry, we can simply click on unpublish option here. The site will no longer be live. You can still make edits and publish your site again. We can just click on got it. And now with whomever you had shared this particular link of your Google site, it will not be available to any other person. Also, we can invite some people for making some editings, or we can invite some people, we can share with some people our own Google site by adding their email ID and then click on done. Next, one more aspect that we need to discuss about is that if we click on the publish button, we had one more option of here, custom URL. Now, for example, if we open any kind of website, maybe for Flipkart, so it's www.flipkart.com. We never have to use the word sites.google.com. That is because it has purchased its own domain name. So in case you have already purchased from your own domain name, which is available from number of vendors online, maybe on some payment basis. So if you have your own domain name, then you can click on this manage button and then you can enter the domain name that you want to have for your particular Google site. So for now, I'm clicking on cancel. We had initially published this site, then we had unpublished this site. So right now, this site is not visible to everyone because we haven't published this site yet. We have unpublished it. So these were some of the features of how we can create our own Google site. This site was created for a particular course. Similarly, we can create a website for our own profile where we can have different tabs as the academic contributions, the industry contributions, and we can mention about the academic achievements, or we can mention about our own subject areas or our research interests with different tabs. We can get very creative with our own Google sites. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.